Get your reactions ready. The live portion of the show will begin in just a moment.
And the pitch. High fly ball, right field, going back Blade. He's on the track, he's at the wall, and it's gone! A 3-run home run for Bader! High fly ball, deep center, going back Ruiz, still back on the track at the wall. See ya! A grand slam for the kid!
Today is May 10th, and it was afternoon baseball in the Bronx as the Yankees were going for the series sweep behind Johnny Brito. My recap and your reactions coming up next. This is NYY Recaps.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Hey everybody, a quick word from today's sponsor. Before we dive into today's episode, let me tell you about Future Fitness. Imagine for a moment having a personal trainer right in your living room. That's exactly what Future offers. When you sign up, you'll have a video call with your trainer who will design a unique fitness plan just for you. Whether you prefer body weight workouts at home or going to the gym, Future's trainers are equipment agnostic and will adapt to your plan accordingly. With voice prompts, video check-ins, and in-app messaging, it'll feel like your trainer is always by your side. They'll help you achieve your fitness goals and keep you on track, even if you need to switch things up once in a while. Future's trainers have worked with everyone from professional athletes to busy professionals, so they know how to meet you where you're at. Use the link in my description and get your first month for just $19. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your fitness journey. How's it going, everybody? There are must-win games. There are must-win series. But given the way that Oakland has been playing so far this season, I felt like this was a must-sweep series. And thankfully, the Yankees got it done. 3 straight. That's a winning streak. A lot of good things to talk about in the game today. Bader remained red hot. 3-run home run early in the game. Obviously, Judge hit the ball hard. He had 3 hits today. Scored a couple of runs. But the big news was Mr. Anthony Volpe.
See ya! A grand slam!
That's a grand slam. Oh, Anthony Volpe.
Grand slam for the kid. His first ever grand slam. Took Derek Jeter a long time to get his first grand slam, but absolutely smoked. And I think, he's hit so many balls to the warning track. As the weather heats up, I think you're going to see more home runs for him. I think you're going to see that ball carry a little bit. He's a guy who gets a really, really high launch angle. He hits a lot of fly balls. Now, as we've seen with guys like Oswaldo Cabrera, hitting the ball on the ground doesn't get you much these days. But if you hit it in the air, at least maybe you'll get it over somebody's head, hit it out of the ballpark. So, it's a good thing. I do want him to hit more line drives, but today was a big feel-good moment for him. Grand slam, really 2 big innings for the Yankees today. 4 runs in the first inning, and then 7 runs in the 5th inning. And that was the story of the game. I mean, this was a blowout. Just no chance for the A's today. Pretty much stress-free for the Yankees. Hey, in case you missed it, Luis Severino, we got some news on him, pitched 3 1/3 innings in his game this morning in the minor leagues. Look, you don't want to get caught up in stats for rehab games, but he gave up 2 hits. One of them was a broken bat. Gave up 1 run, struck out 3 on 49 pitches. They said on the telecast that he was throwing 96 miles an hour or so, and that he's probably going to make 2 more starts. He threw the 49 pitches, essentially 50 pitches. You increase by about 15 per outing, which means that next time he's at 65. Time after that, he's at 80 pitches. And then the next time out, when you're going for close to 100 pitches, you can put him in the major leagues. So that'll be good to see. Yankees are headed to they're playing Tampa Bay, but at home in a crucial 4-game set. And look, you can't get swept. You can't lose 3 out of 4. You got to come strong this week. It's good to have Judge back swinging the bat well. It's good to have Bader heating up for that series. Gleyber Torres had another extra base hit today, but they're going to pitch you a lot differently than the Athletics did, quite frankly, and they're not going to give away outs like the Athletics did. Other interesting news today, the Yankees called up former top prospect Davy Garcia from AAA. We got to see him in this game. He actually pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had a couple of strikeouts. I thought his stuff was pretty good. His fastball was better than it was when he was a starter. If you go back and watch some of his early starts, and I think I even have a video with every pitch from his first start, he was throwing maybe 92, 93 miles an hour. Today he was 95, 96. Also on the injury front, Aaron Hicks said he just felt better magically today. I don't know. I thought for sure he was going on the IL, but the man, a guy who you couldn't keep on the field when he was good, now that he's hurt, he's magically better the next day after having to leave with a strained hip. So Yankees came out strong in the bottom half of the first inning. They loaded the bases. Gleyber Torres picked up a sac fly to give the Yankees the 1-0 lead. And then Harrison Bader.
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Most impressive.
3-run shot. Oppo Taco. It got challenged. It wasn't challenged. It was a booth review because it kind of was at the top of the wall and a fan, it looked like might have reached over, but it was clearly a home run. So, they upheld it. That is already his 3rd home run, and he's already got 11 RBIs since coming back. Harrison Bader's hitting .429 with a 1.341 OPS. He's looking like the guy that we saw in the playoffs last year that was red hot. Now, I don't think he's going to hit .429 for the season. He will cool off. But knowing that he can do this now for stretches is great. And we know what he gives us defensively, which is nothing but outstanding routes, great catches, great throws, tons of hustle. His footwork is a masterclass out there. Oakland did come right back. They got back-to-back home runs off of Brito in the second consecutive start, allowing multiple home runs for Brito. He had more trouble in the 3rd inning, but worked out of it. Ended up going 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. I thought he was okay. The changeup looked good, but again, this is a guy who really shouldn't be in the major leagues. The Yankees have 2 pitchers in their rotation now that should not be starting at the major league level. Johnny Brito and Clark Schmidt. And not that I don't like Brito's stuff. I just think he needs more seasoning. Too many balls over the middle of the plate. This is the 2nd straight outing where he's given up multiple home runs. And then the big 5th inning for the Yankees. Judge led off with a line drive in the gap for a double. By far the hardest ball he's hit since coming back. Rizzo followed up with a bloop single. He had a couple of those today. That made it 5-2. And then DJ LeMahieu.
There it goes. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Baba Boo.
Another home run for him, his 5th of the year. That made it 7-2. Opposite field shot into the bullpen. That's the patented DJ LeMahieu home run. He's got great opposite field power. Good ballpark to play in when you do have that skill set. That also made it consecutive games in which the Yankees had scored 7 runs, which doesn't sound right, but it is. We've just gotten used to them not scoring any runs. But yes, I would like to remind everybody that this is the A's, and every time that we beat the A's, I get comments in the comments that say, oh, it's only the A's, don't get excited. Would you guys just let us be excited? We haven't had much of a chance to celebrate this year. And then later in the inning, should we play the sound effect again? I think we should. Anthony Volpe came up with the bases loaded. He's been struggling lately. His average has been hovering around 200. It's fallen about 25 points in the last week. But today, he connected.
See ya! A grand slam!
That's a grand slam home
I have you now.
That made it 11-2. Congrats to the kid. He needed that. That's got to, have him feeling good headed into the long evening in the city. He'll probably go have dinner with his parents and all that stuff. And I'm just happy for him. It took Derek Jeter a long time. A lot of guys never hit grand slams, Yankees did bat around in the inning. Aaron Judge had 2 line drive singles in the inning. And after that, the Yankees started pulling their players. The Athletics got a run back, but the Yankees hang on to win going away.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win. You're a winner.
Bionic says, sometimes you just need to smack around a quadruple A team, and I agree. Darth wants to talk about the AI stuff yesterday. I used Midjourney version 5.1, and I could explain it to you, but I'm not going to. Just go to YouTube and look up how to log into that. But yes, this A's team is probably going to lose at least 110 games, if not 130 games. So we should beat them. But to show up and not mail it in and actually apply some pressure and keep applying some pressure. And I mean, look, the lineup is just so much different with Bader and Aaron Judge in there. And quite frankly, with Hicks out. I hope that when Giancarlo Stanton comes back, he doesn't suck for a month like he usually does when he comes back, because we need this offense to keep going. Belt for today, a lot of candidates. Obviously, we had Bader with the big day to kick things off. Judge had 3 hits, but when you hit a grand slam around here in a win, it's kind of a thing. Anthony Volpe gets the belt.
Belt winner.
Charles says, any news on Jason Dominguez? We talked about him last night. He started to heat up lately. He hit another home run last night. That was his 4th of the season. He's only hitting about 160 something, but he's had a lot of bad luck. The batting average on balls in play is lower than we're used to, which means he's hitting the ball either right at people or, hitting it hard and hitting it into the ground, essentially. I've heard a couple of people say that his timing has been a tick off, so he's got a fair amount of strikeouts, about a 27% strikeout rate. But, we might see him in a couple of months. We'll see. Alex Valerio says, Bader loves being a Yankee, and I 100% agree. He seems like he is so comfortable. He seems like he is just full of energy every time he takes the field. And, guys like that can be a catalyst for the rest of the team. This team needed an injection of energy, and he came along at the right time. Adam DeSocchio says, Volpe now has as many grand slams as Jeter. Interesting fact. Yeah, Jeter never hit another one after that. Another interesting grand slam fact. In 1987, Don Mattingly hit 6 grand slams, which is still tied for the record. You think about that. 6 swings and 24 RBIs. And he never hit a grand slam before that and never hit a grand slam after that. One of the weirdest stats in Major League Baseball history. Frankie says, Volpe is tied with Judge for 3 belts, in second place behind Garrett Cole, who has 4.
Bing.
Parkson says Bader deserved the belt. Parkson, grand slam. Come on. That blew open the game. That allowed you to rest some players, and it's his first career grand slam. I get it. Bader had a good game, but, we got to go with Volpe here. I'm sorry. Connor says, do you have a Bader shirt in your shop? Yes, we do. I'll tell you what, let's take a look at the box score, and then I will go visit the shop, and we will take a look at some of the stuff we've got. Good time of year to, get Father's Day gifts and things like that, shirts for when you're going to the beach. But let's first take a look at the box score. So Volpe, just 1 hit today, but it was a big one. Grand slam, 4 RBIs. Judge, 3 for 4, average climbing back up. He was at 250 something coming in. Rizzo, 2 for 4 today. He's getting a lot of blue pits. He's getting jammed. He gets in on that plate, and when you pitch him inside, he can still get to it, and he's strong enough to muscle it out over the infield. But I bet you that doesn't feel too good. You get what hitters like to call that is bees, because the bat shakes and it stings your hands. LeMahieu, 1 for 4 with a couple of ribbies, couple of strikeouts. Continues to hit the ball hard. I think he's back. He's hitting 277 with an 825 OPS. However, be careful about playing him too much. I know we love penciling him in every day. He's broken down the last few years. I think over the next couple of months, during the heat of the summer, we got to be really careful about getting him days off when he needs them. That's going to be important. And that's where the younger guys are going to have to step up. We're going to have Oswald Peraza step up. Oswaldo Cabrera is going to have to play third some. He played third a little bit today. Torres, 1 for 3 today. He had an extra base hit. He's hitting 258, 816 OPS. A lot of the OPSs are going up now, over 800. This was a good series for that. It'll be interesting to see if we can carry over this momentum against the Rays now that we're swinging the bats a little bit. Calhoun came in to pinch hit, didn't do anything. Kiner Falefa, of course, 0 for 2, hitting 192. Higashioka, 1 for 3, hitting 196, hit the ball hard. And Cabrera, 0 for 3, continues to struggle, hitting 193. 531 OPS. On the mound, Brito pitched 4 1/3 innings. Cordero came in for 1 2/3. He gets the win. And Davy Garcia closed it out with 3 really solid innings. All right, so let's take a look at the T-shirts. So we do have, these are my favorites. These are the Aaron Judge silhouette. This, some of them have the number on the back. Some of them have All Rise on there. But we do have a Darth Bader shirt. It's got the little cap on there. And I'm thinking about creating some other type of designs over the next few days. I've been working a lot in my design aspect of things lately. And I just, I took a break for a while, but we're getting ready to maybe put out some more stuff. These are really popular. This is the Core 5 shirt. It's got the 5 Yankees that I believe are the most important to the dynasty. A lot of times Bernie gets shafted out of that Core 4, so I thought it was important to represent him with the Core 5. Let's see here. Oh, we got Volpe. So this one has Volpe's number on the back, and it's just a silhouette on the front. The number 11. We've got a smaller version with just the logo up in the corner, as you can see here. And let's see here. Got another Volpe shirt, number 11 with the hat. We've got a lot of stuff in here. This one just says anyone but Hicks. I had to. Yeah, so the mugs and the coasters are really fun. I have this mug. I use this mug. Actually, I got the tall version. So if you want to drink your coffee like I drink my coffee, I drink out of a mug just like this pretty much every day. And it's an awesome, awesome mug. But they do come in a really, really tough package to open. So be careful because they don't want them to break. This one is popular. People like the Aaron Judge 62 mug. And then the coasters are really, really high quality. So, got all the numbers, a lot of other stuff. Anyway, I don't want to spend the whole time talking about my own show or my own store here, but check it out. We got hats, we got hoodies, all sorts of good stuff. And I'm turning 40 in 2 weeks and 1 day. So, support the channel so that I can retire and do podcasting full time all the time. Andre says, when Donaldson comes back, put him in the 8 or 9 spot in the lineup. Don't want him messing up the middle of the order. I agree. He is somebody who takes too many pitches right down the middle of the plate. Now, he does have, I'd say, competitive at-bats a lot of times. Like, he'll see a lot of pitches. He'll foul some pitches off. But to me, he's a reaction hitter at this point in his career, so he takes a lot of pitches where he's guessing, and they end up being right down the middle. Let's see. Nick Hartung says the next 8 games are big. We have to at least go 5-3. I think we got to do better than that. I'll take 6-2. How about that? So yes, a lot of talk in the chat right now about why Davy Garcia got the save. He pitched 3 innings today, the final 3 innings. And if you do that, it really doesn't matter what the score is, because that's just kind of the way the rules are. If you get the final 3 innings of the game, you can get the save. That's how a lot of saves were done back in like the 70s, and it became more of a specialized role in the late 80s and into the 90s, and it's remained a specialized role. Now it's becoming kind of a role where you don't just have one closer, you can have multiple guys throwing high leverage situations. Mariano Rivera was kind of interesting because he could work multiple innings. So he would come in and be his own setup man. So he would pitch the 8th and the 9th. That's one of the reasons he was the best. Let's see here. Frankie says, give Derek your money. I love it. It's not giving. You're getting something. Lori C says, 40's just getting started, they say. Wasn't for JFK.
Absolutely. Hey.
Let's see. Parkson says, after 50, it's downhill. Well, let's just hope I can get to 50. That's all. I eat a lot of gummy worms, man. Eat a lot of gummy worms.
Game over, man. Game over.
40s is the new 20, says Frankie. We'll see. And Parkson Young also says he hopes that Bader re-signs with the Yankees. We need a center field anchor. I agree. I'm sold. The problem, though, has been injuries. Obviously, some injuries last year, injuries this year. A lot of guys who the Yankees pick up just end up getting hurt. So let's see if he can stay healthy through this entire season first. But one last round of applause for Mr. Anthony Volpe. First ever Grand Slam, and that was a really fun game. I hope you got a chance to watch it live. If not, I hope that this was able to whet your Yankees palate for the day. Big series coming up with the Rays. I'll be here after every single game, as always, and I will see you when I see you. Hey, everybody, that's a wrap for today's episode. Thanks so much for watching and listening to the podcast. We appreciate your support. And we've got a few ways that you can help us continue to grow. First off, you know this, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It helps other passionate fans like you discover us and join the conversation. If you're active on social media, give us a follow on Twitter at NYY Recaps Derek and Instagram at NYY Recaps for in-game and post-game content. And if you want to take your support a step further, consider becoming a member to get your name featured in lights on each post-game show. And I try and put out occasional members-only videos. We're going to be doing more of that soon because we've got a significant amount of members now. And for all you Yankees fans out there, visit NYYRecaps.shop to snag some awesome merch for your favorite players. We've got hats, hoodies, mugs, coasters, artwork, you name it. Thanks again for tuning in. And if you want more content from Derek, that's me, the creator of this channel, check out my other channel, STREAMSKI. It's got content on things like UFOs, paranormal activity, all that kind of fun stuff. So check it out. I'll see you next time.
Ball game over.
Most impressive.